Alright, first things first, how do we pronounce this name?
Strasbourg.
Strasbourg. Is that right?
Strasbourg.
Strasbourg. Oh, I'm just going to call it Strasbourg. I'm sorry to all my French fans out there. Hello guys, and welcome back to the first episode of Replicating Ranieri with Strasbourg, where today we are going to be jumping straight into the transfer window with this side because there are a lot of improvements that we need to do. If you're new to the series, I'll give you a quick rundown of how it works. So basically what we're doing is the Replicating Ranieri challenge on Football Manager. So what that means is we have to take a club that finished 14th place or lower the season beforehand and try and take them all the way to the top of their respective league. I can only do this in the top 5 leagues, so this year we're trying it in the Ligue 1 with Strasbourg. I hope that you guys are here to enjoy the ride. Make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss a single episode coming our way, and let's get straight into it. As we can see, let's take a look at how they have done over the last few years. Last year they finished 15th place, so they're certainly in line with the series criteria, and I'm really hoping that we can take this side up a level or two. Well, not a level or two, at least 14 places is what we're aiming for. We want to go to the top of the Ligue 1, which has been dominated, of course, by PSG over the last few years. They've won it every single year since I've created this save, so I'm really hoping that we can knock them off their pedestal today. Well, not today, this season, and come away with a really good result overall. This is the team that we do have at our disposal, and I'm not going to lie to you, it's not that bad. So, starting from the striker position, we have a pretty solid regen striker. He's not too bad at all. Most of these players are people that I've never heard of in my life, but some of you might know who they are. At right wing, we have an all-right player out there, which isn't too bad either. A left winger that looks like he's got some promise, so don't mind that at all. A box-to-box midfielder who I think will be really good for us. A little bit of experience, so I don't mind that. A captain at central defensive midfielder. He is going to be a class one for us. I have a feeling in my bones. This Mazzala probably going to be replaced, but right now, not a bad rotation option at all. We've also got a solid right back who probably is going to be replaced as well, but for now, he can step in. Good defence, actually. 2 centre-backs that look very, very good and should be able to partner with each other very well. A left-back who I'm not too eager to get rid of just yet, and a goalkeeper who is from Real Madrid. Is that Zinedine Zidane's son? Because if so, I'm telling you, it could be a sign that we're going to win this year. He used to play for Real Madrid, so they may as well just hand us the title right now. So basically the position that I am looking for is obviously this Mazzala role, right back, and honestly just whatever pops up. I'm really focused on getting a good striker right this minute, but obviously, as you guys know, if you have been watching me for quite some time, you'll know that I basically just go onto the transfer list, try and get as many people in as I can for really cheap or on loan to try and bolster the squad. This is my shortlist at the moment. It's grown quite a lot over the past few days, and there's a couple of names that you might recognise in there, some that you might not, but either way, I'm looking forward to getting into the transfer window and hopefully making some great signings for the squad. There is confirmation, Rexo is the Strasbourg manager, and I'm so happy to be here. We have done very well in this series so far. I don't want this year to be the first year where we really, really do poorly. Well, okay, the Bournemouth year wasn't great, but that was our first year, you know, we were just finding our feet in this series. I'm going to jump straight into the transfer action right now, so I'll let you guys know if we do make any sales or purchases throughout the transfer window, and I'm hoping that we can turn this team into an absolute European powerhouse. I mean, the chances of that are very slim, but I've actually done pretty well with some pretty terrible squads in the past. So, you know, this isn't the worst team I've ever had at my disposal. We managed to finish 3rd with Augsburg, so Strasbourg, it's a pretty similar name. You just chuck a Stra at the start, so I'm feeling mildly confident. Our first solid, important deal is wrapped up, and it is a free transfer. We do not mind that at all. This man, Papilla or Papella, one or the other, comes in on a free, and he looks like a very good player. I'm not going to lie, I'm very proud of this one. This is a good option in the central midfield. Even if he doesn't start for us, he will be an amazing player to have on the bench all season long. and I'm pretty stoked to welcome him to the club. But he is not the first transfer that we have made. We have made one that I didn't feel was quite as noteworthy. Apparently they've made 2 transfers behind my back. Well, that's nice to know. Probably before I came, actually, so not behind my back. This is the other one that I made. He looks like a solid rotation option for the striker position, so I couldn't resist bringing him in for a very cheap fee, and he also comes in on a free. We've already gotten rid of a couple of players as well, just getting rid of some of the dead weight and getting some cash back into the club to hopefully recoup and buy some new, really good players. And Tadic was going to be one of them. If we go into my inbox, we can see that I could accept that offer, but his wage, on reflection, is a bit high. He's a great player, but I think that the left wing cam striker position is not our best, is not the position that we need to be focusing on too much. He's not even the kind of striker that I'd like to be using, so unfortunately, I'm going to say no to that one. I might come back to it, but for now, we're going to keep going, and hopefully we can find some even better deals throughout the rest of the January, not the January transfer window, the general summer, morning, start of the season transfer window. Second signing coming our way, well, technically third signing, but, second signing I've shown you in this format. It is a centre-back called Koza, and he looks like a very good quality one. And a ball-playing defender at that. I love those ball-playing defenders. If you've watched me for quite some time, that's what I vibe with. He looks like an awesome player. He comes straight in and he will go into our starting lineup without any issues. What a signing for only $23,000 a week. No complaints there. And he's even French, so he doesn't even take up one of the 5 loan spots. I believe. Could be incorrect, but we'll find out when I try to make a 6th. Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you all. Didn't realise this was as close as it is. We're going to play the first game of the season, and we have not made any other transfer deals since the last time I met up with you guys. We haven't made any other sales. We're still keeping an eye on quite a few players. I feel like I have made some bids, but I might not have. I think I'm just waiting for the right players to come up. Yeah, I'm definitely looking for a right back, and definitely looking for... What else am I looking for? I feel like I'm looking for other things. Am I not looking for other things? I'm just looking for good players, honestly. People that will fit into our squad. And I think the team that we have for our first game is pretty solid. The right back that we do have at our disposal is suspended, so we have to play a left back out of position there, which isn't exactly ideal, but I think he'll do an okay job there. I'm pretty prepared for this first game, despite the fact that I completely didn't have any idea that it was coming our way as quickly as it did. But without any further ado, I guess we're just going to jump straight into it and see how it goes. First game of the season. Yep. I mean, let's assign some numbers. I don't think you guys really want to see that, but you know what? You can come with me and do it with me, because I'm a transparent content creator. I don't want you guys to think that there's nothing that goes on behind the scenes. I'm good like that. The fact that we only have 2 debutants really does show that I didn't quite have the amount of time that I thought I did. Still looking to make some more transfers, as I said before, but yeah, not quite finished all of the stuff that I wanted to do just yet. So we're going to jump straight into the first game and hope that it all goes our way. I'm confident in this tactic. It's not an impressive tactic. It's literally the gegenpress. We're using a 4-3-3 with a central defensive midfielder. It's not revolutionary, but it's tested and it works for me. Trust me on that. If you've seen any of the other series, any of the other episodes, any of the other teams, you will know this works. It genuinely works, and I don't know how. It works very well, actually. Almost too well. I'm tempted to try and set myself a new challenge where where I'm not allowed to use the gegenpress, because it's just too good. It's honestly too good. But watch me say all of that and lose 5-0 in this first game of the season. So far, it's very bland. Nothing seems to be happening, but we do have a second opportunity. That first chance I didn't even commentate about because it was just so bland. I assumed the chance wasn't over and we were going to get another bite at the cherry, but we do have a chance here. But unfortunately, our striker puts it straight at the goalkeeper. We have one of our best star rating players on the bench in the form of this guy. He's a striker, but he has 8 finishing, so I can't quite bring myself to start him. He could play as a winger, and I definitely think he would be a good winger, but our other wingers are just a little bit better than him. So it's good to know that we have a bit of a super sub on the bench through him. Unfortunately, that shot again goes over the bar. We're getting a lot of opportunities very early on. 3 shots, and they've all been shown. Now that's gone up to 4. But we have one more chance just before half-time. Cisse on the ball, playing it in, and doesn't get to the right person. But he gets another bite at the cherry. Come on, whip it in. No, play it back. Whatever makes us score a goal, I will take. Neves is first goal scorer for our Strasbourg journey. And I couldn't be more thrilled with the way that we've played in this first half. The striker that I've been playing now scores his goal. Bit of a kerfuffle in the middle. We don't mind that, you know. We'll take what we can get. Honestly, beggars can't be choosers. Gotta tell them not to get complacent out there and keep going, you know. Just keep going the way that we are. Hopefully everything goes well. I mean, I'm not going to be too upset if it doesn't go well. Well, actually, that's not true. I will be a little bit annoyed if it doesn't go well. If I've learned anything from the previous seasons, opening day actually means a lot, because every single game means a lot when you're trying to win the league. So we need to make sure that we get all 3 points today and do exactly that. Neves, the goal scorer, in on goal once again. Unfortunately, can't find the angle there. Gives another bite at the cherry. Gosh, I've said another bite at the cherry, I think, 3 times in this video. You know what? I'm going to try and make it 5. That's my goal. By the end of the video, I want to say another bite at the cherry at least 2 more times. So we do have an opportunity here. Another bite at the cherry. No, that one doesn't count. That's pretty terrible. Garcia on the ball, playing it all the way back to the goalkeeper. Yes, as I always say, that is my style of football, and they've certainly learned it in the off-season. We have an opportunity building up here, and it is our vice-captain on the ball, playing a terrible ball over, but we luckily get it back, and we are running forward, playing a great ball over into Neves. Unfortunately, that angle was a bit too tight and a bit too difficult for him, to be completely honest with you. And he wasn't able to swing that one into the back of the net, but we still could be able to come away with a little bit better of a performance in the second half as we try and add to our tally, because I think it is very possible. We're playing quite well. That vice-captain apparently is playing quite poorly, so I think he's going to be the man to make way. I'm not sure. No, actually, I am sure who to bring on. Let's bring him on, play him in box-to-box midfielder, see how it goes. And yeah, I'm pretty impressed with the squad so far. Happy that CDM is doing exactly what we want him to do, getting a 7.1. That position always seems to do very well with this tactic, so no complaints there. We have an opportunity now. Well, not we, but them. I always make the mistake in my videos, but that's okay. Oh, for goodness sake. A ball from out of nowhere against the run of play, and it's 1-1. Well, okay, sorry, but that's very undeserved. If they score from here, oh, thank goodness. But come on, we're better than this. We've been playing better than this. I'm going to tell them to show some passion as we go into the last 15 minutes. Hopefully we can get another goal and perform a little bit better than we are right now. We are playing quite well statistically, but I need to translate that into goals in the last few minutes, and we could do that through this opportunity. Neves, the goal scorer, almost gets to it there, but it looks like it could be their opportunity once again, unless we can close them down, and we do exactly that. Neves is kind of 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. Eventually, Thomason gets another bite at the cherry. There's one, and he puts it into the back of the net. Super sub appearance. And I think we're going to be able to win this game. Touch wood. I'm very nervous now. I shouldn't have said that. Let's make a substitute just to try and make that a little bit more confident. Who do we have on the bench? We have... Honestly, I know no one in the squad just yet. Who's this guy? Yep. Okay, that's a centre-back. That's a centre-back, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because I kind of set my teams up in this way. I guess we can take off Cisse. I don't think he's done anything just yet, and yeah, that's about all I feel the need to do in the first game. Let's sit back, relax, hope that they don't score here. Oh, okay, no, they didn't, but gosh, that was very close. I think that they're just about, you know, putting all their firepower behind this, trying to get an equaliser. Luckily for us, that doesn't lead to anything, but they do have another bite at the cherry, and are able to come back at us again. I've just said bite the cherry 5 times. There's got to be an award for that. They were all put in very contextually appropriately. So I'm just saying, I think that's quite impressive. But it wouldn't be so impressive if we conceded here. So don't ruin my awesome commentary team by conceding here. We could actually hit on the break. A terrible tackle means that we keep the ball somehow, and then they get it back. I don't know what's going on. Was there not an advantage for that shocking tackle? Doesn't matter. We're on the ball again. Playing a good ball over. Neves has the amount of pace that we need to run onto it. Oh, and another super sub appearance. Comes on and scores a goal. That man, I'm Jamaican now. That man came on just for fitness reasons, and he has put one into the back of the net on the first day of the season. 2 substitutes, 2 goals. I'm not saying I'm a tactical genius, but I'm also not saying that I'm not Pep Guardiola with here. You know, it's just very possible. Neves trying to add to that tally, hits the crossbar. I tell you what, my screen recorder was so confident that we were going to win this game, he stopped recording. He didn't even bother to show you guys the last goal. He's like, honestly, Rex, so you've got this one in the bag. Don't feel the need to finish recording. There's no way you're going to bottle it. Well, actually, we added to the tally. It ended up being 4-1. Koza got a debut goal. Brilliant stuff. I mean, I appreciate the faith screen recorder, but next time I would really appreciate it if you did cover the whole video. I do look like a bit of an idiot when you don't do that. But that is where we're going to end this episode. Either way, sorry about that little technical difficulty, but you know, my humour's kind of fix that problem. Kind of. Not completely, but kind of. We're going to jump back into the season. Well, into the season, as well, I was trying to say, in the next 2 games, where we are going to finish the January transfer window. Not the January transfer window, the starter transfer window. Actually, will it be those 2 games? No, actually, you know what? I think we're going to cover the Lille game and this game so that we get to see the transfer deadline day. So, yeah, I mean, I'm happy with how the first game has gone. I'm happy with how the team are performing. I hope that you guys are. Make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss a single video on this channel where we make daily Football Manager content. And I will see you all later.